Hello, hello, hello. Yeehaw! What we doing? Well, after Radiohead, I was going through my record rack, and the next one, the next, well, you're gonna get three for, three for one. We're doing Red Dead Redemption 2 original soundtrack and all the others because Red, I mean, various artists, Daniel Lanois, or should we just go with Red Dead Redemption 2 soundtrack? There's many ways you could classify this, but it's on my racking under RE after RA for Radiohead. Oh, this is a good one. Um, Sorry, dog's there. She's showing her displeasure by making a noise. Hopefully, these directional microphones aren't picking it up. Where were we? We was talking about Red Dead Redemption. There are three soundtrack records. There's the original soundtrack, which is the first one I'm going to talk about. Now, Red Dead Redemption 2 is probably one of the great video games of the decade. That's it, and it's probably it is the only video game that's ever had an actual emotional response out of me. I'm not going to spoil it for you, just in case you haven't played it, but there is a section towards the end of the game that reduced me to a blubbering mess. And the game itself is about it's a prequel, even though it's a sequel, it's a prequel, which Red Dead Redemption was out many years ago, and was it 2007, 2008? I remember playing that, and that was based on a game called Red Dead Revolver, which goes back even further. Oh, it gets complicated. But I'm a big fan. I was a big fan. Loved this game. So the soundtrack came out. Now the funny thing is, when I was playing Red Dead Redemption 2, there was big secrecy about all of it. It was like a big secret. Nobody really knew who was starring in it or who was doing it. And I remember as soon as it dropped, I got it. So like midnight, I was playing it. And there's an opening sequence. Hopefully I'm not spoiling the game for you, but you play like a little prologue in the game, and then the game opens up and the soundtrack kicks in. And I'm sitting there thinking, wait a minute, I know that. I know the sound of that lap steel guitar, or that pedal steel guitar. That sounds remarkably like Daniel. And as I was about to say Daniel Lanois, in my mind, it came up on the screen. Music by Daniel Lanois. But then that's just one aspect of it. He does. Again, like I said, there are three soundtracks, and all done by different people. He does the more vocal. There are instrumental pieces on this, but he does the more vocal tracks because there are vocal songs throughout the game to illustrate certain sections that Arthur goes through, and they are used really well. So these are all original songs. Some of the instrumental pieces borrow from Lanois' previous work, but you see the track "Unshaken" was released as a single, and it's sung by D'Angelo. We have Willie Nelson turn up. Rhiannon Giddens turns up on there as well, and so does Josh Homme from Queens of the Stone Age. And it's 42 minutes 34 seconds in length, and I think it is utterly brilliant. I really do. I think it's really. But now I'm a Daniel Lanois fan, but I think it works so well with the music. And again, those songs, I heard them first in the game before the soundtrack came out, and but it's very rare for there to be original songs written for games, like vocal songs. It's very unusual, and for them to be of this quality, and it is such a good soundtrack, and it's so soulful, and it just fits so well in with the rest of the game. So when it was come out, I bought a copy, and I'm in love with it. I think it's a great record, and I think everyone should check it out, especially if you like especially if you like Red Dead Redemption 2, especially if you like Daniel Lanois. So what we'll do, have a look at it. I don't know if this was a limited edition or not, because I think it's hard to buy now. But there you go. And inside, you've got all the credits. And again, it riffs very heavily on the graphical style of the game. You've got the Rockstar, and it comes on glorious red vinyl. Whoa! There you go. How's that? How's that, eh? But there's more. There's more, yeah. Because I'm going to give you good value. I'm going to give you three for one in this review. I'm going to give you 3. Because not only is there that score, boing, there's also this score. This is the music of Red Dead Redemption 2, and this is the original score. So the original soundtrack and the original score. I know it's confusing. I get confused, but this is more of the kind of like the incidental music that runs through the record. And again, some of this, when you listen to it, put it down, it takes you back, because there are cues for certain parts of the game and certain parts of the story, because again, it's like playing a story. It's not like going around shooting. It's not like cowboys and Indians. It's actually it's like playing a movie, And so certain incidental music in this makes you remember of certain events in the game. And of course, it's not as the Daniel Lanois stuff is it's soulful, but this one is all the other music. This is 73 minutes 50, and so because I got that one, me being a bit of an anal so and so, I got this one as well, just so the other one didn't feel lonely, And again, it's got the inner sleeve with all the details of who plays what on it, and there's a whole load of musicians on this one. It's even more than the previous edition. And this one, wow, comes on clear vinyl. The inner bags on this are a bit better. They're stiff card drives. The other ones are a bit papery. The corners get creased up, so I wasn't too happy about that. But yeah, again, if you want all the incidental instrumental. That was almost a rhyme. Tongue twister. Red lorry, yellow lorry. Red leather, yellow leather. Incidental instrumental. That's probably my rapper name. What do you reckon? Yeah, I mean, I think again, it's great. Not as memorable as the other one, but it's still, as soundtracks go, the fact that they produced, blimey, nearly 2 hours worth of, well, it's over 2 hours of original music. How so, Dan? Because it doesn't stop there. For there is also the music of Red Dead Redemption 2, the house building EP, because there's some great bits in the prologue, spoilers, where the characters build a house, which you'll see in the first game. And it's a quirky little piece of numbers. This wasn't obviously on the other 2 records, and the fans wanted the house building EP, so they obliged. And here we have it. So it's only 5 tracks spread over. Oh, and all these are, the Daniel Lanois one's 45 RPM. I can't remember about the original score. I don't think that would be 45 RPM. It'd probably be 33. But yeah, so that's interesting. And this, I imagine, is 45 as well, because look at that. It comes on sky blue vinyl, and it's nice quality stuff. But it's good just for the graphics and everything. It's a real, they've done a really good job. So I've got something I can't try and do the thing where I hold all 3 of them up. What do you reckon? Do you know how to do that? Or I don't think I've ever held 3 records up at the same time before. So this is a record. So here we go. This is for the thumbnail. What do you reckon? Yeah, there we go. Whoa! Nearly dropped it. Let's just do it like this. How about that? But no, it's got to be better. That's better, because that's the one I like best. There we go, isn't it? That's the thumbnail. Before I drop them all. But yeah, I think they're great. Soundtracks go, from video game soundtracks, I think they were worth it. Again, because it is such an expansive and cinema-like game. It's probably one of the best. Well, it is the best game of the last decade, and certainly is well, of the previous decade now, because it's 2021. We started a new decade, but of the tens, it's the best game of the tens. Yeah, even beating Grand Theft Auto 5, I reckon. Shocking. So yeah, if you can, check it out. Maybe you can stream it. I don't know if you can buy this one anymore, but as we're doing a little kind of wander through my record collection, I think this is what this has turned into. Yeah, it's a bit different. Probably get zero views because it's not Pink Floyd, but there, what can you do? Anyway, thanks for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. If you haven't, I can only apologise. And the only thing left to say is, I'm a rootin' tootin' cowboy. Pow, 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 pow. Oh yeah.